Hi everyone, welcome back to another NBA team preview. We're looking now at potentially the worst team in the Western Conference, the Phoenix Suns. And a lot of this has to do with their horrible ownership. So the best thing for this team would be that their owner just decides to sell the team. But let's look at the players first, and let's look at their big acquisition that was Eric Bledsoe. And before I actually get to Bledsoe, let's talk about their new head coach, Jeff Hornacek, obviously the former Utah Jazz player. Be interested to see how he does in his first year coaching this horrible team. I think 13 wins would be a reasonable expectation. But Bledsoe, obviously known as a very highly athletic player, a guy who's gained a good reputation as an all-right defensive player, and really a guy who people think should have been starting last year. So it'll be interesting to see how he does in his first year starting, despite being a career backup. He always had that pedigree. Unfortunately, he's playing with a lot of backups. I mean, really the only legitimate starter you'd say would start on over half of the other teams in the NBA would be Marcin Gortat, who could be traded at any time. So that's never a good sign when your second best player could be going anywhere. A nice big man who can do a lot of things. Not great at anything, but pretty good at a lot of things. Let's just run down the roster now because it's bleak. Shannon Brown, never a great basketball player. Athletic, can do some dunking, but can't really do a lot more. Not a great shooter, not a great defender. They drafted Deontay Christmas, and really the Suns need a Christmas present, but he's not really going to really make them happy when they open him up and see what type of player he really is. Goran Dragic, really, if they thought he was a great player, they wouldn't have gone out and got Bledsoe, so you see what they thought about him. Channing Frye missed all of last season, so anything to get out of him is a plus. Archie Goodwin, obviously a Kentucky guy that they drafted, and you saw how Calipari blasted that Kentucky team last year, so who knows how good he is. Was it just a bad situation for him, or can he live up to the hype he had in high school? Gerald Green, highly athletic, great dunker, but can he do anything but dunk, and really is a highlight reel, but nothing else. Ukrainian Vyacheslav Krasilov, yes, I just wanted to see if I could pronounce that name, and clearly I can't. They drafted Alex Len in the first round. Maryland guys weren't really high on him. It was a bad draft. He's coming off a foot injury. It was a major foot injury. So we'll see what they can do. Obviously, you want to get him as many minutes as possible. He's going to struggle at first, and you're not going to see what type of player he develops into until later. Kendall Marshall, the big guard of North Carolina. Again, if they thought highly of him, they probably wouldn't have gone out and got Bledsoe. So they obviously soured on him. The Morris twins, yeah, these guys just aren't very good. They're good college players, but not great pros. They're both sort of undersized fours. I don't really think the smaller one, Marcus, can play the three. So congratulations, you've got twins on your team, Phoenix. You can congratulate yourselves on that, but yeah, he's not that great. Miles Plumlee, big deal. Isha Smith, even less of a deal. PJ Tucker, who I guess is the best story because he was drafted by the Raptors as a power forward, went all over, found a home all over Europe, ended up in Israel, came back as a guard due to his 6'6" stature, and managed to play some decent minutes for them. But overall, yes, I'm going to say it, 13 wins for the Phoenix Suns, 13-69. Looking at a top 3 draft pick, hoping to win the lottery. That's my preview for the Phoenix Suns. Thanks for watching, everyone.